So the Indianapolis Colts are bringing back a familiar face, Al-quadin Muhammad. He's a former defensive end for the Colts, played 4 years with us, played 1 year with the Saints to begin his career, was with the Bears last year, and he's coming back to Indianapolis. So if you enjoy Colts content, NFL content, make sure you like, subscribe, put the post notification bell on so you don't miss any future videos. Dang, let's aim for 10 likes this video. Give me your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's not waste too much more time. Let's get into the topic. So Al-quadin Muhammad, re-signed by the Indianapolis Colts. He's an edge rusher. Now, does this mean that the Colts don't have much confidence in their edge room? Because Al-quadin Muhammad, I think he's an all right edge. I think he's an all right rotational piece. Is he a starter? No. So are the Colts maybe a little worried about the rotation on the defense line? Have Samson Abukum, Kwity Paye starting. No, actually, you have Deo Dengbo starting at one side and Kwity Paye. You have Samson Abukum backing up. Either side, someone gets hurt, he's a rotational piece. You have a few other players in the mix there, but is Chris Ballard, Shane Steichen, Gus Bradley, are none of these guys confident in this defensive line rotation and the edge room rotation more specifically, considering he is an edge rusher? Now, the last year, before he left the Colts, he had 6 sacks. And he had 2 the year prior, 3 the year prior to that. So, he's had some production. And then the year before he leaves, the Colts ultimately let him walk when he has his best year, 6 sacks, gets quite a few pressures. I think he had like 19 pressures that year. There's Al-quadin Muhammad, it looked like things were looking up for him, and he could become a really valuable rotational edge piece. But the Colts are bringing him back now. Does this mean they don't have much confidence in their edge room right now? Or are they just trying to get competition in here, get a camp body in here? Because a lot of times some of these guys are referred to as camp bodies. They're coming in, you're expecting to compete. Will they make the roster? You're unsure. They're on the roster bubble. But I think Al-quadin Muhammad has a good shot to make the roster. He's a familiar face. Now it's a new system. He hasn't played in this Gus Bradley system. He was with Matt Eberflus. He was with Matt Eberflus with the Colts, and he went to the Bears. He was with him again. So now he's coming back to Indianapolis. New system. So I guess we'll see if, maybe a different system helps him out even more. So, the front line's really the same, but, you're not really getting any blitzes, none of that stuff. I guess we'll see what goes on there, but, I would have rather this have been a cornerback, maybe a right guard, maybe, a depth piece anywhere on the offensive line. And so they go edge rusher. And, Chris Ballard going out, getting his guys. I just hope that the Colts still are actively looking for a cornerback with some experience, with some savvy presence. And I hope they're looking for some kind of, some more offensive line depth, maybe a starter for right guard. They need to be actively searching for these things because the cornerback room, very inexperienced. There's only one corner in that room that has had some kind of experience in Delias Flowers, and he's not really what you want out there. He had probably 20 snaps last year, so, or in total of experience. The Colts are going to either they're going to really rely on these young guys and be like, yeah, we're just going to throw you guys on the fire. Hopefully you play well. If you don't, hopefully you learn early and quick. Or, they're going to sign someone and they're going to give them a chance and someone to learn from, which I think is a better idea. Now, is it more risky not going with that and maybe a higher reward? Absolutely. Darius Rush and Julius Brents can be incredible cornerbacks, but if they don't have anyone in that room that they can learn from that really primarily plays a boundary, they're going to struggle. They're not going to know what to look up to, who to look up to, maybe some things they like that this veteran is doing, some things they don't, how to watch film, the character. There's so many different things that factor into, having an experienced cornerback in that room, really in any room. I think, I'm a big believer in having at least one veteran, one older player in every room, and I think you need to have the right amount of mix of younger players and veterans. But, the Colts really, really need a veteran cornerback. The defensive back room in general is pretty inexperienced. You really only have Kenny Moore, who isn't even a boundary corner, doesn't have a lot of experience on the boundary. He's not great on the boundary. He's even inconsistent in the slot. But when he's good, he's on it. He's very good. But I guess we'll see. And then we have Julian Blackmon. Those two guys, Julian Blackmon, and I guess you could say that Ronnie Thomas got some significant snaps last year, but he's still young. But you guys let me know let me know what you think. Are you happy about this signing? Are you happy that we're getting Al-Quadin Muhammad back? Do you think he'd have another success season? That would be pretty nice, honestly. But I'm not sure if that will happen. I'm not sure if he will make the roster. We will see. Maybe he's just brought him for training camp competition. Maybe some more depth. We'll see. So I thank you for tuning into the JDW Sports Talk Show, where we fans welcome. If you enjoy this video, make sure to like, subscribe, put the post notification bell on so you don't miss any future videos. This is JDW Sports Talk Show, signing off.